Hey guys, it's David here at ToyZilla, and I have a really cool topic to cover today at the show. Very excited about it because I am a huge fan of Batman the Animated Series. Yeah, Batman the Animated Series. I'm not talking about, the 89 Batman as much as I like Michael Keaton. I'm not talking about any of the other Batman series that have come along, movies or anything else. I'm talking about Batman the Animated Series back in the 90s. Because Bruce Timm really kicked some butt for me on that series, and it was a big influence. So, I know no one's watching yet, so I'm just talking to myself. Okay, one person's watching. Okay, so I'm gonna talk for a bit before I get into anything. If you are watching this episode not live, then you can jump ahead probably about, let's say about 7 minutes. I'm going to blab for 7 minutes till people come on. And I'll give like a little bit of an overview of what we're going to talk about today. So as I said, Batman the Animated Series, I think it was just a milestone in awesome creativity back in the 90s, and it set the path for so many of the other animated series that came after that. And it really just kind of, paved the way. And so what we're going to be talking about, I'll flip the camera around here, you can see. Okay, so I put some of the highlights here. This is kind of like the definitive Batman, and we're going to talk about him in a minute, the combat belt Batman. Which go ahead and just, if you don't believe me, start looking up on eBay, look anywhere else. This guy is going up in price. He has hit about, I think, $170, $180 for like a mint unsealed card like we have here. We're not charging you that for this, but if you don't believe it, I just want you guys to take a look. The actual Batmobile from the animated series is going up to about $200. Jokermobile is not going up quite so much. But a lot of these things are starting to shoot up in price because there is a nostalgia factor here, and we have examples of this is Batman and series Riddler that was put out by this is like DC Direct, I believe, DC Collectibles. So this is kind of going back to the original animated series action figures. But you can see there's enough of a demand that these guys are actually going in price a little bit too, even though they are not vintage toys. These are from, what year was this? Don't know. Okay. They're still putting these out, so these are modern toys. But we're selling these too, but we don't have like a big supply of these. We only have 2 of them. So really what we're talking about today is Batman the Animated Series from the 90s. Mostly put out by Kenner. There's some things we have like this, which is put out by Erdl. This was 1993, and it was a set of 6 of the characters. Well, 2 Batman and 4 other guys. And you can see basically what we're going to be showing on the show. This has not been... Okay, so I got a little ahead of myself there for a second. Okay, so what we're talking about is Batman the Animated Series, vintage toys from Kenner. I did want to point out we're giving away some stuff here on the show today. Share this stream right now before I say anything more. Let me see. What should we give away today? You know what? I'll give away a bunch of things. I'll give away these Batman stickers. I'm going to give away these Erdl die-cast vehicles. Hopefully that's enough. Come on, guys. Just share the stream. I'm giving away stuff every time we do a show here. That's how serious we are about getting viewers. I want to see it getting up to like maybe 50, 100 people watching live, that would be awesome. Because this stuff is pretty rare, unique, and I want to see those numbers get up there. This is how we make a living. This is the only thing we do. As you can see, the store is empty. This is, wow, we've done 20 episodes, so that means we've pretty much been on lockdown for about, I don't know, over a month. We're not letting anyone in the store, keeping this place nice and sterile and clean, because of the lockdown, the coronavirus. So the only income we have is to sell the stuff here on the ToyZilla Shopping Network. So please share the feed. And I'm not just showing you stuff that we have on the store shelf. Everything you're going to see here today, this is brand new, uncirculated. We haven't been, you can tell this has not hung on a store shelf. This is unpunched figures that haven't been hanging. They don't have the wear and tear. So if you, because I actually used to work at Toys R Us, what they would do is price all this stuff ahead of time. They'd get these stickers on it. Then they would ship this out to the store. They would give us a chance. I was a stock clerk back 1989, and then we would hang all the stuff on the shelf. But certain people, I'm not going to say who, they would come to the store and they would buy up a lot of this stuff before it got on the hanger. So this is definitely considered uncirculated. It never hung on the hook at the store. And the same thing goes for about 90% of the stuff here. We pulled this out of boxes in the back. You can see we have a vast warehouse here. So you're not getting anything that's been on our shelves. If it has, I'll definitely let you know. Everything else is in this basically almost immaculate condition where the corners have no folds. There's no damage at all on the bubble, on the blister. There is a price tag from Toys R Us, okay? Because, yeah, this stuff was all priced ahead of time. But you can see all the corners on this are perfect. If there's anything wrong with it, we will tell you. This is basically ready to be graded. This is one that would easily sell for $180, whether you grade it or don't grade it. We don't care. If you want to rip it off the card and play with it, that's fine. I don't mind. What you do with your toys is up to you. So, okay. We've got at least, we got 15 people watching, guys. Let's dive into this stuff, and later make sure to share this. There's a lot of Batman the Animated Series groups that are out there that would love this stuff. Trying to see, it's not telling me who's watching, but yeah, Spencer, I'm sorry, there's not closed captions. Maybe there is some option for you if you can't hear what we're talking about, but there's price tags on this stuff, so you'll see. So what we're talking about mostly is Kenner figures from, let me flip this around again. Okay, so there's a couple of things that are not Kenner action figures. I'll probably just get those out of the way at the end. But what we're talking about is Kenner figures. Primarily, these started in, where's the year? 1992. So the early 90s. Then the series kind of continued until the mid-90s with Batman and Robin. And so let's just start off with the bad guys, because honestly, I think that's what people love the most about Batman are the bad guys, because especially Joker. So now, as you can see, these are not badly priced. We are not charging you an arm and a leg for these figures. But I'll tell you this, that all these things will go up in price dramatically. You'll be looking back on this video in probably about a year or 2 years, and man, dang, I should have bought those, because that was only $15 for a Scarecrow, and now it's like $5 million. No, not $5 million, but you know what I'm saying. The Superpowers figures, also by Kenner. Guess how much those are now for like a Batman or Superman or any of those characters. And those just came out in the 80s, so, it takes about 10 years if you want to sit on it. If you're a collector who wants to sell these things, or not a collector, I'm sorry, someone who wants to sell them as an investment, yeah, you have to sit on them for a little while. I mean, I'm probably selling these a little too soon because a figure like, let's take a look at Riddler here. I mean, this is just like a flawless figure. No problems with the corners. That's usually what gets damaged. When it's been on the shelf, it gets dropped a few times. See that little corner there? That gets damaged. And is it damaged? No. Perfect. So this figure will, and I'll tell you what, $15 is a crazy cheap price for Riddler. But that's what we're selling for right now because that's kind of the going rate. Or probably a little bit more like 20. But yeah, I mean, no damage. You could definitely get this graded, sell it for $100, be my guest. Now, I'll tell you on Scarecrow, now most of these, I'll tell you what, we have boxes of them, but that doesn't mean we have that many. Maybe we have 2 or 3 or 4 of these, so we don't have that many. Some of them, sometimes damage like this happens. So if you look at this Scarecrow, it's not in perfect shape. There looks like there may have been some water damage. We have a couple like this. We're letting you know. So that's why we're selling this guy for $15. But then if you want, say, a mint fresh one that has no damage whatsoever, this one is only $20. And this one has no damage at all. It's just when you get toys and you store them for, what is it, like 20 years, sometimes some of them get damaged. And I think what happened probably on this guy was that he got exposed. So for that reason, we're discounting some of these down cheaper. So you're like, well, why is that one 20 and this one's 15? Just specify to us, I want the Scarecrow. All right, here we go. But I think Scarecrow is the only one I have one that is in kind of rough condition. I think there's a Batman 2 that has a little bit of damage. Again, that one's going to be discounted down. This one, actually, it's funny. We have a Scarecrow that nothing's wrong with it except that one little corner is bent. So, yeah, I discounted that one down, too, for $15. All of these have that price tag. This is what these toys cost when they came out at Toys R Us. They were $5.99. So they were a bit more expensive than like the Toy Biz figures that were like $5. They had a lot more, gimmicks in them too, though. Like they all had some kind of combat action, extra accessories. There were even ones that were called Deluxe, which those cost $10. And obviously there are ones that cost somewhat more. But anyway, okay, so we covered Scarecrow. I'm sorry I'm going so slowly. I want to make sure everyone was following me and understand what I'm doing, what I'm talking about. Let's go into Catwoman here. Okay, so we got this Catwoman is probably the best Catwoman I've got. No flaws on the package, and guess what? No price tags on her at all. So that one, and the price tags I put on, guess what? They come off super easily. Yeah, look at that. It's just a little piece of tape. So that's how I price tag things now at the store, because I don't want collectors getting upset with these nasty old tags that won't come off. I'm talking about you, Kmart. Yeah, look at that tag. I'm not even going to try to take that off. I know some people that can get these off. And I think it involves heating them up a little bit, and the glue dries, and then it flakes off. If you really want to, I wouldn't blame you to get that Kmart price tag off. Nobody wants to buy anything at Kmart anymore. I don't know why I said that. Sorry, Kmart. I love you. Okay, so we've got at least 3 of these Catwoman here, all premium, good condition. But the best one is obviously that first one I showed you. That one has no price tag and is super mint. Okay, but let's talk about Poison Ivy. I don't know why I only have 1 Poison Ivy. She is in really great shape, though. There is 1 little curl on the edge of that card there on the right, but really that's the only flaw I see. She is $20. Comes with a snapping Venus flytrap, dart weapon, yeah! Okay, and then, yeah, we shouldn't forget about Joker. Okay, first Joker that came out with this one, he came with that laughing gas spray. He had kind of this cool mask that went over his face that's also laughing. And he had that crazy spray weapon, and I don't know what, I guess all of these, or a lot of these have this choking hazard thing, probably because it comes with a small part with the mask. So, not for 3-year-olds. Yeah, this figure is $20. Yep, we have a couple of him, but not too many. And all these are super hot. Okay, the later Joker came out with a pogo stick, and he is from the Adventures of Batman and Robin, which is really the same thing. It's Batman the Animated Series. They just made another season of it. And yeah, we had him for 20. We marked him down to 15. This series came with, the blisters were a little more form-fitting around the figures. This guy, he's got a little bit of damage on that corner. You can see there, but otherwise, perfect, awesome condition. Okay, so let's see. Let's talk about Mr. Two-Face here. Wow, we got him for a good price. He's only $15. That's not because anything happened to him. We just giving a deal on some of these. I think we have maybe like 5 of these. But you can see they're really great condition. These have not been on the store shelf. Sometimes they have a little bit of a ding on that corner, but really that's it. Two-Face. Yep. He came with a pretty good weapon. And I mean that's one of the better looking figures, I feel. It looks just like the character. Okay. And then let's talk about Harley Quinn for a minute, because I feel if you guys are collecting figures, she is like an undervalued figure right now. Because you gotta remember, Batman the Animated Series was the first appearance of Harley Quinn. And she's blowing up now. I mean, she's got her own movie, she's got her own, TV series, and this was her very first appearance, and this was her very first action figure. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think this figure really should be worth more than $20, especially in the condition it's in. So let's just look at it. There is, zero flaws on this card. Okay, well, spoke a little too soon. There's a little bit of a wear on that back corner, but let me see. We have a couple different ones of her. Let me see if there's another one here that's mintier. Okay, this one doesn't have any of that damage on it. Super mint, I would say. The only flaw with this at all is, again, we got a Kmart price tag on it, but I mean, for $20, I'm gonna tell you this: if I wasn't selling these right now, I would keep them and I would hoard them and I would sell them in like 5 years for about $150 each. but you can get it right now for $20. So there you go. Okay, who do we have next for the bad guys? We've got Bane. Bane, yeah, he's a big one. That's a really big, I mean, compared to any other figure, that's just a big, big figure. And he shows off his muscle there with that, basically he's got these venom tubes that give him all his strength, a lot of his strength, and then he can just body slam you. And I think instead of breaking the bat, what he did was he'd break that piece of metal there. And yeah, this is perfect. There is okay. We speak a little too soon. There's a little crease, minor crease on that corner. Nothing too bad though. This one is probably better condition. No crease on that corner. So you can just specify when you write if you want these. Just be like, I want the one in really, really best condition. And we'll give you the one in the better condition, and then later we'll sell you the one that, isn't as good condition. Okay, so I think we covered almost all the bad guys. We've got the Riddler here, again, $15 for one that is just primo great condition. No flaws, no curling on that card. $15 for Riddler. Can't say enough good things about him. But this guy is my favorite. So, Man-Bat, yes. He is definitely worth more than $25. But that's what we're selling him at right now. So get this guy. He is, because he's a big figure, he weighs a little bit more, and usually the card gets more damaged. This one has a very slight bend on that one corner, but otherwise the other corners are perfect. Yeah, he can just like pick you up and throw you down. The wings flap, everything. He's a very, very cool figure. Yeah, so he comes with the flapping wings. He comes with that tow cable, so he can tow you around, drag you, drop you. Lots of fun. Okay, now we're almost about to talk about Batman, but I'll jump around Batman and talk about Robin here. So we've got 2 Robin figures. I mean, I know they made more Robins, but this is what we got right now. Yeah, we actually sold a lot of Batman the animated figure. Can't talk. Batman the Animated Series figures, we sold a bunch of them. So we don't have all the figures we had. That's why, but we still have a really good selection here and decent quantity on these. So let's start with Dick Grayson Robin. So they did a gimmick with both Batman and Robin where they got their civilian outfit on, sort of, and then at least the face is Dick Grayson, and then, whoop, he's got the vest that shoots over this little mask that covers his eyes, and then you can put, he's got regular shoes on. I guess he always wears green tights, but then, this gives him the extra boots. Yeah, people didn't like this figure that much, I'll just be honest, so it's only $18, even though this is like 100% mint card. This one really has no flaws and no issues on it at all. Yeah, brand new. And this one actually does not even have that Toys R Us price tag on it, so it really did not even get out of the box. This was just, if there's any card damage at all, it was just from being shipped to the store. But I don't see any damage. So this is as good as it's ever going to get. And $18 is a great price for Mr. Grayson. But now this is the Robin figure that people like a whole lot more. And this one definitely could add just, we're selling for $25. You could definitely sell it for another $10, $20. It's already shooting up in price. This is like your classic Robin. And people seem to like that glider. So he's got a glider. It's got turbo glider with drop missiles. It's kind of ridiculous when it's all put together like that, but as a figure, it looks really good. I Again, as good as it can get. Minor little crease there, but otherwise this is, mint. Alright. We're done with Robin. Now it's finally time to talk about Batman himself. Alright, so there's still a lot of really good, affordable Batman figures. They're not that expensive. But why not start with... yeah, okay, let's start with a less expensive Batman. Still not a bad one. Batman tends to be the most expensive figure in this line. I don't know why. Maybe he's a title character, but we've got an infrared Batman here with the launching bat signal discs. Right there. And not a bad one. $25. That's actually a really good price on him. Especially super great condition. One minor little corner bend, I think, but perfect otherwise. Yeah, none of these blisters have any damage. So $25 for infrared Batman. Sorry, I'm moving around the camera so much. Okay, just trying to give you a good idea. Okay, and then an even less expensive Batman. Here is Skydive Batman. Maybe it's because he's got an orange jumpsuit on, and I don't know, that's not really a Batman color so much, but why not? $20. This one's a pretty deluxe figure. So, it was still only $5.99 when it came out. It's $20 now, but that's completely, perfectly mint condition. No damage at all. And this one has 0 folds. Only has that one little Toys R Us price tag. But I bet you could peel that off. I'm not going to mess with it, but leave it on if you want the nostalgia. Okay. And then guess what? You want to take that thing out of the package. We have one for you here. I'm not sure what happened, but this one is torn up. Yes! So this one is half price. I should have put a price on it. Maybe it's not too late. Let me put a price tag on there so you can see. Wow. Okay, sorry I had to put that down there. Okay, so guess what? Still brand new. Okay, sorry about that. Okay. Alright, so we got... This one's only $10. There you go, look. That's reasonable. We got one of them for $10. So we have a cheap Batman for you just because of this, which you could probably... If you wanted to tape it up. Otherwise, completely mint sealed. You can have the pleasure of opening this up yourself for $10. There you go. Not bad. Okay. Alright, then let's get into, okay, we got 2 deluxe figures here. We have Mech Wing Batman. That's a deluxe figure, really big card here. Deluxe Crime Fighter Edition, pop-out wing action, $35. Completely mint. One tiny imperfection on the bottom of that card. This one's a very big, heavy figure, so really good deal on that. One that's a little less expensive. We have High Wire Batman. He is only $25. Cable riding action. This guy is completely mint, I'd say again. Okay, maybe you can find a minor crease right there, but otherwise... oh, someone crossed out that proof of purchase. I don't know why. We do have more than one of him, so if you want a really mint one, we can probably find one for you. Okay, then let's move on to... This one here is the Bruce Wayne figure for $25. So, I mean, not bad image of Bruce Wayne there. And then the helmet. He looks like a more heavy armored figure. So if you like that look and you like the kind of like the armored looking Batman. This is actually a pretty popular figure. 25 bucks is really not a bad deal on him. Goes from that to that. There we go. And let's see, there's another one. You can tell there's some old price tag on there, but not too bad. Okay. Then we have the Bat Cycle, which this is not a very, very popular toy. It was expensive when it came out, but because it has got turbo sound, it's got this wheelie action. But I think the idea of Batman is basically molded into the cycle. Nobody liked that. I mean, it looks cool, though. For a display piece, it's good. As far as a toy, it's not very good. They should have just made Batman come off the cycle. All he does is kind of move his upper body up and down. Otherwise, it's not really an action figure. So this thing I don't like, but if you want to collect them all and get everything, pick up this Bat Cycle here. $25 is a pretty good deal for one. Okay, still counts as an action figure, I guess. Okay, and then we got Turbojet Batman here. This is a really nice figure. Firing wrist, rocket, and pivoting engines. People like that look with all the straps on front of Batman. So this figure is $25, which is a good deal for that. Again, these are all going to be up to like $50 to $100 pretty soon. I should have started probably with the most expensive one. Okay, so we've got 3 of this guy, as you can see. Okay, so it's time for everyone's favorite Batman figure in the entire line. This is Combat Belt Batman. And guess what? If you don't believe what he's selling for right now, look it up online. He is selling for $170. That's what he's completing at. So, yeah, Batman is getting expensive. This is the best Batman because it's the most recognizable Batman. What's Batman known for? But having this cool yellow belt with lots of gadgets, grappling hooks. Well, missiles not as much, but the grappling hook is definitely one of Batman's main attaches. And this figure is flawless. So I put 2 price tags on there to let you know he's $170 normally. Right now we're selling him for $125, which is the lowest price you'll find him at. And you know, yeah, make us an offer. You know what? It's not. We're not saying that is the only price we'll accept, but that's what we're selling him for right now. This is in perfect shape. Combat Belt Batman is going to be over $200 in price really soon. So if you don't believe that these figures are collectible and are highly valued in the collector's market, this is your example of a figure that is worth a lot of money. And I bet before he was not worth that much money. He was just probably like a $20 figure, just like all the rest of these guys that are $20, $25 in price. So yeah, snatch up these other Batman, get them cheap. Get this one relatively cheap because you could flip him for almost double in like another year. Not a bad investment. And if you collect Batman the Animated Series, this is the one Batman figure you really need to get. Okay, let me see. Now, what do we not cover here? We did not cover the Batmobile. Yes, this is a beautiful toy, which we have not taken out of the package. Still 100% sealed, as you can tell there. It's got really big tape on it from Kenner, so that it's very securely sealed on both sides of the box. Sealed over there too. Box itself, I mean, usually boxes get beat because they're big and they're hard to keep in good condition. This one is really, I've had a couple of these, and this one's really one of the best conditions I've seen. But I'll go over all the flaws on this one, and you can decide for yourself. We've got this for $130. Yeah, it sells like $170, $200. I've seen it sell for more, especially not even in as good condition as this one. So the biggest flaw I see is that there's a little wear right on that one corner, but otherwise the rest of it is really flawless. Yeah, there's that hollow sticker on the bottom. You know it's legit. And you know the box is really nice. There is, you can see the original price on this is on the top there because there is a Toys R Us price tag. $19.99. You could probably get that off. I'm not gonna mess with it. Yeah, really nice toy. I think when they cut open the boxes, usually they use a knife, so there is a very light line here where they cut open the box at Toys R Us. I wasn't the stock clerk that time. I would have known better than to cut into the box at all, but that's pretty common. I haven't really seen any that don't have that. So $130 for the Batman Animated Series Batmobile. So let's show you what it does. It's got these pull-out wheel shredders, which is pretty legit for Batman. He's got a jet that shoots out the back if he needs to make a quick escape. What else does he have? Yeah, that you can drop bombs. Really, it's just a cool car. I mean, it is awesome. I mean, it's got some gadgets. It's got some cool things that. But if you collect Batman the Animated Series and you don't have the Batmobile, you know, just shame on you, because that's a nice ride. Really nice display box too. It shows some of the other vehicles, but I'm gonna tell you, none of the other vehicles are really needed as much as the Batmobile. But speaking of that, I'll talk about the Joker mobile here. You know, I don't know. Batman's got a car. Why not give Joker a car too? It's kind of ridiculous looking, but that fits in with Joker. And this box is sealed, brand new. You can see it's sealed right there. It's got a little bit of wear on the top, and in particular this one corner has a little bit of damage. But it's not really bad. Sealed on the other side. Otherwise perfect, no wear on it. $50 for that. Of course, it's got guns that shoot out. It's got this Joker face teeth that shoot out the front too. Missiles that come out the top. But yeah, it's not really anything. I don't think this ever was on the show. So not really a definitive Batman the Animated Series universe toy, but Kenner came up with something pretty neat for Joker. So you want to complete your set, do that. You want a cool collector's case. We had like 3 different ones. These are just cool display pieces. They're not really worth a lot of money. Of course, this is brand spanking new. We never put anything inside of it. Didn't have any packaging in the store. Is there a price tag on it? No. But yeah, it came out. This is one that came out in the early 90s, at the beginning of the series, 1992. Oh, there's a price. It's $20. That's pretty close to probably what it cost when it came out. $20 for that one. Oh, and then this is our deal of the day. Earl came out with these Batman Animated Series die-cast metal figures. These are actually really nice quality. Really nice detail on them. They're about, 2 inches, 2.5 inches. So we've got the entire set here. These were what I was showing off at the beginning of the show. This is how you can tell none of this stuff is really circulated. It does have the sticker from Toys R Us, but it has not been put on the shelf. because the hang tags have not been poked out. Now, the other hang tags, I think they pretty much came like that, so I don't think a lot of this stuff was hung either. But everything we just showed you right now has not been hung, because I'll show you our Batman section at the end of the show, and none of this stuff has been put out. So this is an uncirculated set, complete set of all 6 of them. You got Batman in 2 different poses, you got Joker, you got Penguin, Catwoman, and Robin. We got this set of 6 on sale for just $25. Not too many of these sets. Give it a shot if you want to start with the Batman collection. That's a good way to start. Okay, we got a couple sticker sets here. 2 different ones. One's got Joker, one's got Catwoman. $3 each. And then this I think is really nice. These are the Batman playing cards. I think this is something that's probably undervalued too, but it's got the official holo seal on it. $10 is what we're selling it for, but you'll see if you take them out of the package, you could probably display them and sell them for even more money, you know? If you're going to sell them. If not, just keep them sealed up mint. Very rare item. And then these are the giveaways. So if you share that stream, if you haven't shared it, it's not too late. Go ahead and share this stream anywhere where people collect really cool, action figures. And we'll give you this set of 3. One is a police chopper, one's Bruce Wayne. And then just for the collectors of the more modern figures, we do have a Riddler from Batman the Animated Series. This one's $30. And we have, this is from Batman Adventures. We have the Creeper, who was kind of the star of that series. He's only $15. Really good deal on that. Both of these, oh, see, he was originally $27. Okay. But now he's $15. Hey, we have good prices here. Both of these are completely factory sealed. And then just to show you a little bit more and give you a chance to mull on this stuff, and if you have any questions, now's the time to ask. Really good prices on all these Batman figures here. And they're all, these have not been on the shelf. They're still... I forgot somebody. How rude of me. Who did I forget? I forgot Phantasm. Now, this was from the Batman animated movie, Mask of the Phantasm. This is a really rare figure because, for one thing, it gave away the secret identity of the person playing the Phantasm. And as you know, that was supposed to be a secret. So I don't know if this figure came out before the movie, probably after the movie, I don't know. But it gave a major spoiler to the identity of the character. A lot of times, you thought this was a dude, it was a woman. She's got the costume that goes on over her body there. Very nice figure. This came out in 1993. So the first Batman animated feature film, Mask of the Phantasm. We have 2 of these. Excellent condition. The price is $30. Sorry, I almost forgot about her. I think we got everything else. So I'll show you. We do have a Batman section in the store. We're not going to go through too much of it. Oh, I forgot there was something here. Okay. There's another Batman vehicle here. The BATV. No price on it. It's probably about $30, I'm going to say. Sealed. Excellent condition. There is, even more stuff. A Batman Animated Series dinnerware set. Plate, bowl, and cup. Brand new, sealed. No one's used it. Oh, that's what it looks like. Okay. This one, I'll say, is like $25. Okay, so we had a couple more Batman Animated Series items. Other than that, we covered everything. So what you'll see in our Batman section, well, we got Batman, Superman, 89 Batman, some Funko products. We've got, the Batman Returns movie stuff here. We've got Batman and Robin. We've got Catwoman over here. But I do not want to run too long, so I'm going to end the show pretty quickly. Justice League figures. Looks like we have some over here. But we could do that another episode, so I'll say we got more for you later, Batman fans and DC fans. And just stay tuned. So, all right. Well, thank you guys for even after the episode's over, and you can send us a message. Let's see. Yeah, it looks like no real questions. Okay, thank you guys for watching. Stay tuned. We'll have more vintage figures. We'll have more awesome figures like these ones. And definitely pick these up. Pick up that Batman before it gets more expensive. We'll talk to you next time. Bye-bye.